2011年からの長期にわたる暗号通貨投資家であり、2017年から18年にかけてソーシャルファンドの運営経験もございます。
皆さん、こんにちは。UneMetaのアンです。Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to give my speech in English. So before my speech, I want to ask you guys a question. So when you thinking about NFTs, what is the first thing came into your mind? Is that an incredible, expensive JPJ, or it's a metaverse like Decentraland or Sandbox, or is SocialFi or GameFi app like Steppen? So when you didn't realize, so NFT already entered our life so massively. So the past summer in 2021, 2022, the NFT has quickly introduced this reward to us. So through the hyper-distributed content, and Fire introduces prices. But is NFT really what we have seen? Is there more to that? Before I start my talk, let me briefly explain what's the meaning of NFT. NFT means non-fungible token, which is unique and credential content. So what is the role of this token? It's a token proof and the asset traceable, so that express the ownership. So in this real world, when we trade an item, you actually can receive a real item of it. But in our metaverse, so without a receipt as a proof, we still active. So NFT is our only receipt of that. So actually NFT is actually essentially a technology, operating system, and a programming language, rather than a representative of a broader category. So, but because of the lack of application scenarios in the real life, so everybody knows it from the hype of the price. But the sense of technology is huge. So now there are more and more users trying to integrate with NFT. So this is all companies that already integrate NFTs into their platform. So the underlying of technology is actually senseless into the scene. So that is so that is popularizing just like you use the smartphone, but maybe not you understanding how to program application. So today, let me quickly introduce what UneMeta do. And UneMeta is a curated social and NFT platform for quality and established IP and contents. So what we do, we don't really believe in a massive like eBay style NFT market because we think it is still new to many users. So it was selective work to a lot of people. And this is two pillars of NFT, which is the good content, and second one is the Web 2.5 approaches. So let me explain a little bit more about these two approaches. So when you see, so we believe the good content is actually the natural attraction of the good user bases. So when you see OpenSea generic collection page design, and you can see the 90% of the traffic actually pay attention to the floor price item, which means if you enter a department store, the things you see is the cheapest one. It's not the most popular one or the most beautiful item. So, and if you see the UI design of Blur, it's actually built for the pro traders. So, which means there is no differences if you trade an NFT besides trade ERC20 tokens. So, but we think the culture part of NFT is the biggest difference between the non-fungible token and the fungible token. So, because of the OpenSea and Blur and such as NFT market tradings, there's a saying in the NFT. So the high price actually determines of the price influences how we review an NFT aesthetically. But we think the truth about it, the real thing about the NFT is the culture part of it. So, for example, like good community like Clone X and Azuki, they have very strong community base. That's why they go through the circles of this price. So OpenSea actually entered the market early and rode the bull market 2021. and become the first choice, most first-time circle entrance. And Blur came out of nowhere in 2022, focusing on trading needs with token incentive. And the head-to-head confrontation between Blur and OpenSea also gives us some insight into the fact that the NFT market is still very early, and most participants are still speculating in the mentality in the NFT as a financial asset. But the recent market boom is also a gain of existing traffic and is not friendly to people who are new to the scene or who want to get started with NFT. So however, NFT specials attributes brought about by different visual and cultural backgrounds are weakened. So Uni hope to build a new NFT custom and trading and curating space to enhance to emphasize individual display and culture characteristics. So we actually did our first NFT set with花澤香菜, the very famous voice actress in Japan, and also some IPs. And if you guys see Kunemon yesterday, is our next NFT serial. And also we have a special design for rare modes for NFT collection who want to emphasize on their special design. So, and we all know Web3 still represents a small amount of the population. So that's why we have this special Web 2.5 approach. By doing that, we designed a token and points existing system. Users can get points through listing, trading, or any incentive activity. We want to encourage them to use our platform. And we got a point for them as reward. But for these points, it's actually not transferred. We have the option to transfer into tokens, but we also have the reward as Amazon gift cards or real price or IP-related merchandises. Just for the user, they have no idea what the token is about, or they have no account what is exchanges, but they still can enjoy the happiness, by trading NFT or owning NFT through our platform. So by doing that, we want to draw more people into our platform. And this is a social 5-game designed with a really cute mascot, Yuzu. So you can just rate them on our platform and also to introduce our user retention rate. And this is some data we actually just started our point rewarding in February, the Valentine's Day. But you can see our user increases very fast. And also 22% of all the users consume their points, which means they really are using it. They're not obtaining it for essential, but just for changing for our token incentive. So why we are choosing Japan? Actually, we started Japan because we really enjoy the IP and the culture here. And the Japanese government also has a very strong strategic determination to develop Web3. And the policy here is relatively very clear. And I think Japan has the most advanced regulatory system. And so also Japan's IP resources are world-renowned and have a deep history. So NFTs actually really bring the new culture and bring them back to life into the metaverse. And we have some interesting stats about the Japanese users. So we think they are consumers rather than traders, because you can see all of the Japanese NFT project has a listing rate less than 1%. And most of the NFT projects actually started with a pretty low price, mean price, but their team leads on the royalty incomes, which means their NFT teams usually want to develop their project in the long term. So we think this is a great field to develop the NFT culture with a dedicated teams and also really long-term plans. So here, let me introduce some of our pieces. This is for花澤香菜. I really love her, and we actually started her collection in last year, October, which is a very bearish market, but we did a pretty good sell. And you can see the stats, it's very nice. And this one is our first GameFi cases, UniWorld. They are here for the boost execution as well. And we sold 500 of their boxes in last year, December. And we sold them quickly in 25 minutes, and because of the strong community support. And we also did an art collectible case, and this is a special one because we did an offline exhibition in Tokyo. And this is the first time we tried combine the real goods with NFT. And also we introduced our fiat payment at our offline venue. And actually 30% of people, they have no idea what NFT is and never really traded a token before, but they enjoy the content of it and bought it through our fiat payment system. And for TEAMZ, actually, we did NFT tickets. I actually met some people who bought it. And so if you bought the NFT ticket, we can actually verify the ticket through our ticketing system right here. And we combine some popular NFT projects, design globally and locally here on this cover. And also we're doing daily and weekly reports in 3 different languages, and just to try to bring more people into this field. And this is some of our partners here globally and our media coverages. So thank you so much for listening, and please follow our Twitter and join our community. Thanks a lot.
アン様ありがとうございました。今一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。